Hi, good evening, people. Michael, Pade, Antonio, Juma. I hope you guys are doing well. She done a lot for me, so I do the simple thing for her. Cause she give me one, everything she do give me one, you know. Okay, man. But you guys, how are you today? Like the broadcast, Msoke Muere. The number of likes should match the number of people that are watching the broadcast. Aondioke mbatereko story ya lero. Yeah. I woke up in a good coat. I don't know why, but I'm feeling so good, like I own the whole school. I'm not gonna put on a t-shirt today. Feel like getting a sweeter today. I make her smile, I make her laugh, I make her dance, I make her wine. Feel like getting down to me, God. Feel like touching down to me, God. I'll make you want me, make you want me, make you want me. I'll make you like the broadcast, Batereke Mbos. After that, I'll take you to my place where we will play on the cold play. Yeah. If you're feeling good, jump, 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 jump. If you're feeling good, jump, 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 jump. If you're feeling good, like the broadcast, people. Your likes are important for the algorithm, like the broadcast, people. As you enjoy the view of Kampala. I'm going to answer all the questions. Please like the broadcast fast. Hey, match the number. Everyone, like the broadcast. I'm going to answer all the questions, but I hope you guys are doing well today. Yes. Today I've just done a pre-purchase inspection from one of my very loyal followers. Yes, he never misses a broadcast. And finally, I'm happy that I've been part of the purchase process of his car. And after moving around, we have ended up with that RAV4. I'm going to tell you the story of how it came about.
Yeah, you can ask your questions as well. I'm going to answer them. But don't forget, today we will be watching My Show The Cafe on Pearl Magic Loco for the guys that are in Kampala and Uganda generally. If you have a Go TV or DSTV, you can watch Pearl Magic at 8 p.m. Go TV, it's channel 302. DSTV, it's channel 142. Yes, 8 p.m. Yes, guys, good evening, good evening, good evening. Like the broadcast, please. Okay, man. 24 likes, please. 24 likes to the Kembos. Today, I've done pre-purchase inspection. Yes, I'll tell her. I tell you that, but you don't care. You don't give a damn, you don't dare. My number one girl, you rule my world. You took my heart, never a part, but you make me beg. You make me beg. Every time I come over, you make me beg. But why? Why? But why? Give me some love, be my better half. I promise I will never let you down, girl. Till I need dollar bills, many things don't mean nothing. For as long as you got my heart, yeah. Now you watch up now, come up for the link. See woman you will lose your kwete. I say yes, I say no, I say baby let's take it slow. You were my number one girl, you rule my world. Girl, you took my heart, never a part. Yes. Likes. So you guys, I hope you're doing well today. I hope your Saturday has been good, and I hope that wherever you are, you're optimistic about the future. I'm very optimistic about the future. I know that that sometimes the future looks bleak. But I also know that there are times that you forget about the bleakness that you saw yesterday, because, well, apparently there are times that things go really well, and that should assure you that there was a time when things were going well. It may not be going very well today, but trust me, Monday might be better. I need you so, I never leave you so. Girl, I tell you this every day, every night, that I really feel you, I can't deny. Give us a chance, you and I. So, I would like to encourage you guys. I totally know that whoever is on this live broadcast, the fact that you're watching a live broadcast by Arthur, you have the money. So, as I encourage you, I'd also like to tell you, today, this is day one of experimenting with V Power. I've already driven quarter of my tank. It has covered 160 kilometers. Yeah. So we're going to do the math and see. So normally the minimum I get from my fuel is 13 kilometers per liter. And today I'm going to experiment. I'm going to fill again and see how many kilometers I've been getting per liter of V Power. This is experiment number one. Of course, now we know that the car might be adapting. It might be needing to adapt now, and so bwetwongeramu tugigezesenda kwendaranga zizo tulabe. Did I put the fuel yesterday? Yes, I did. But of course, I move a lot. For example, today we were moving looking for this gentleman's car. Tutambulidde nno ddala. Netubako ne babroka abatutute ne babroka basumbuwa. Now, of course, for pre-purchase inspection, fuel is covered to go to places within Kampala where you would like to see cars. That's the saving you get. Pre-purchase inspection. As long as we link up like this, a pre-purchase inspection fee starts working until we get that car. Now, of course, next year pre-purchase inspection will not be 400. It will be 450,000. And the second day will be 500. Every extra day you'll be paying 150,000 per day. I know that normally we get a car in the very first day. For the guys that would like to hire me for pre-purchase inspection, in the very first day tuba tufune motoka yo. Na ebo tajifuna, ebisere ebisinga it's because of budgets. Ebisere ebimu it's also because you don't know what you want. So that's why I charge you an extra 50,000 for the second day, because according to my data, day one is enough to get you a good car. Yeah. Regardless of what you want, as long as you know what you want, you don't really have to know the type of car you want. That's why I'm there, your guardian angel, to help you get the right car for you. So I'm going to read the questions. I'm going to try and dissect the question to see if I can answer you properly. Let me go back to the very first comment. The very first comment was asking me, I wish to know which cars I can get at 15 million shillings. Okay. RAV4 jetuvogula mujirabye. That RAV4 ebadde muko ku busuubuzi, of course. Because if you try to look for it right now in Kampala at 9.5, you may fail to get it in the condition that that car is in. Of course, I'm going to tell you the story, but it's very hard for you to find it at 9.5. Now, of course, Bogatako, my pre-purchase inspection fee, which is 400,000, he has spent 9.9 million shillings, which is roughly 10 million. Of course, Bogatako sends our deba broker, but because brokers will want transport from you. That's where you'll be losing money normally. Yeah. So, and when you pay pre-purchase inspection with Arthur, then one thing you've got covered, at least for one broker, is that we can move one broker. So you save transport, you're safe, just sent him a bank, you're safe with your money in my car and all that. And besides, you're dealing with someone that knows to deal with these guys. Yeah, so Ndimuka SC, ndi wano webaita Sapporo kagwa. Ndi wano webaita Sapporo kagwa. Ero je tuyise bulijjo tuyita Kalerwe. So today we have used Sapporo Kagwa road. Like a law-abiding citizen, if you start turning orange, I stop. So 15 million shillings. I'm going to try if I can point out a car to you. I'll point it out. Now 15 million shillings, of course, you'll get a RAV4. The old model definitely you will get, and if you want the new model, chances are high that you can get a 2002 model around there, 2002, 2003 model. You can get the Fielder, the old Fielder. Yes, you can get. You guys like Spacio, new model. You like Alex. Those cars are there, but it's very rare for you to get them 15 million and below. Ojakwe Sanga, you have paid about 16 million. And when I talk about cars, I'm talking about cars that are in good condition. Cars that are in good condition. I'm not simply talking about cars. The goal is not to simply buy a car. The goal is to buy a car that is in good condition. And the price, in good condition, okay? You'll get a Vitz new model, either a 1 liter or a 1.3 liter. You can get a Corolla like mine. You can get a Passo. You can get a Sienta. And by the way, the gearboxes for Sientas, Passos, for Ractis, you can also get a Ractis. They are very cheap, by the way. 1.2, 1.3 there, you can get a new CVT gearbox. The gearboxes that are expensive are the gearboxes that come to these other big cars. Those gearboxes are bay. So don't really be scared. You can actually buy to the faulty gearbox and replace it. Although normally I don't really advise, but sometimes you may find that it's unavoidable. You have to do it. So 15 million shillings. Spacio is very hard, but you can get both a single door or a double door. 15 million you can get. There's a time you could buy Kluger at 15. Of course, not a Kluger. One of my followers here was a chance, but there are chances that you can get a Kluger. Very rare though, it will be in bad condition. 15, you can get a Subaru Forester. Of course, that won't be the latest model, but you can get a Subaru Forester definitely. You can get because the person that has 15 million shillings should not be looking at cars that can be gotten at less than that. You can get a Mark 2 Grand. 15 million shillings, you can get a Mark X. Don't be picky about number plates. You can get a Spacio old model, the Super. You can get, I talked about the Primo old model, right? Yeah. You can get a newer Field Tourer. You can also get the newer and the Voxe of the same year, 2002, 2005. There. Yeah. You can get the Harrier old model. Okay. You can get the Alteza. Forget about the Passo Sete. Don't even talk about it. Now, I'm not talking about non-Toyota cars because me, I've seen people suffer with those cars. I'm also talking about Subarus because Subaru is a Toyota. Suzuki Swift might actually be a good car, but the spare the Suzuki is actually good cars. I'm starting to be very liberal about these things. The next song is the Cafe song. The Cafe TV show will be showing tonight on Pal Magic Loco, which is a DSTV and GoTV channel. The guys that have DSTV, you will watch the Cafe on Pal Magic Loco channel 142. And the guys that have GoTV, you will be watching the Cafe on channel 302 via GoTV definitely. And that's my show. It's called The Cafe. I'm the producer and director. Kansokemba kumira kayimba ka cafe kano mukayingize mu bwongo.
It's the Cafe. Oh, it's somewhere. Hey! To the hammer.
Muna!
We can do it together as one. Nindebo, Gandoria, Tukora Hamoy, Nuwab Sinje, Nuwab Way, and Montatuaza. One to Quantan say, we can do it together as one. Now, Kana Mabuzara, Nikiri Zazaitu, make a kid for Madaniza, to make a hungry to home. Yes, we can do it together as one. We can do it together as one.
Mukukora, tuyo mugana tuwana gana tusonjagana. Na yetu kwatire wamu, antagali awamu gegalumenyama. So we can do it. We can do it.
Yes, we can do it together as one. We can do it.
Muna ndabandako. Muna, kama takajite mbali.
Itembeli. Bana.
Where the highs and lows may be there, the fights may be there, but when we get together as one, we can do it, we can do it. Yes, don't forget to watch my show, The Cafe, tonight on Pal Magic Loco. Yeah. Kari, today my vibes are for the love of cars. Anyway, so 15 million. I forget the wish, but you can get the wish at 15 million. You can get the X-Trail, but I don't advise you buy it. What other can there? You can get the Toyota Isis as well at 15 million shillings. That one also, but I don't advise you buy it. Neno Auris webanka dekado jakujifuna. You should avoid Volkswagen products for now. Bubana danango cheyiya. If you have a lot of money, you can buy Volkswagen products, no problem. But bobo limuvubuka nganze nga sente zo nonye. Avoid Volkswagen at all costs. Avoid Ford at all costs. Nissan reservedly. Suzuki is don't buy the very old Suzukis though, but you can buy the Escudo. It's not a very bad car. If you just have to find a good mechanic for it. Yeah, actually, for the person that wants to drive German cars, instead of buying the Volkswagen Touareg or the whatever, buy that one. Yajita ML. At least igura. Yesoboro kukolera ku mirimu gy'okusinga ku Touareg. That Subaru is a very good Subaru as well. Yeah, it's a very good Subaru. You can also get the older model of that. You can get this Altis that is joining the road as well. 15 million and bido kati ya UBM jiraba eringa million nga 12 wow. You can get the Vista Adeo, both the estate and the saloon version. Yeah. You can get chances are there that you can get the Pro Box oli asudde chi ate sinanda bwe mugamba kachikano ka asudde ayinza tuka nge ekintu kya asudde kya bunani kala ikanga ko bunani naye. That's why you people should buy cars so that you don't drop things. I'm looking at cars you can get by 15 models za sizi mazeyo. Nzimazeyo. You can get a Vitz new model najogeddeko. A Ractis najogeddeko. Most of those small cars you can get at 15 million and below. Just don't be picky about the number plate, huh? Yeah. Your question in Nzimaze. December, how are you? Gaetano, how are you? Chuyu Vigo, how are you? I'm going to share the link very soon. Nenga gogena mu community tab of this channel. The community tab of this channel, the link is there somewhere. Yeah. You know, USB na lingi no. Kumbe ili wano. Yeah, Opolot Job, how are you today? Enjoy the view. Life is too short for you to not enjoy the view. And have positive vibes, huh? Have positive. Things will work out if they are not, and if they are working out, save money. Zimbabwe leader. It doesn't work out 100%. You can get that Regius at 15 million and below. Osobola okujifuna. Ne Regius I would not advise kubenywa. Temuna banti nuwe nkaddenywa Regius ewuta. Subaru mujirabe tuyita keyo. You can get that room by the way. That room, just don't be picky about the number plate. That room there, you can get it simanyi lwachimba denje David. Mulowooza emotoka sezimazeyo zofuna ku million 15. 14 million asigala ku 15 Dawood. Chinji Hakim, can I get an Alpha at 20? Yes, you can. Good evening, Arthur. I love the English song in the background. What's the meaning of it in English? Oh, which song? Banange comment in Jirabirate. Kanso kenzireyo. Excuse me. Banange kuromukaga Bombo Road abanejja mumumula batandise. The moment you leave late. kati awamanyi okudduka naye kangende eno. Hello, I have a question by the way. I want to do side business of selling used cars in very good condition, not on large scale, but keep my money multiplying. Yes, Juma, what is your question? I just passed you a few minutes back. Are you sure, Suleiman? No tambuzako, toli mulungi. It's a good idea to buy and later sell used cars in business. Yes, it's a very good idea, but it's tricky. The business of buying, you see, the business of buying and selling cars should be treated like any other business. You don't call it a side hustle, otherwise you will not concentrate on it. You will not be updated about industry trends. And the fact that there is no information on industry trends on buying and selling cars in Uganda, there are chances, so many chances of you making a mistake. But it's a very brilliant idea, especially if you have the capital to do that. It's a very good idea. However, you have to be very careful to not buy expensively and try to sell expensively. When you make a bad purchase, there's a business person I used to follow, he used to say, he used to say, like when you're trading, the buyers are not cheap. It's you who bought expensively. So you're trying to make the market stretch to your level, yet it can't. Like every market has its bounds. Like I'll tell you that the ticket prices for shows in Uganda can't go beyond 30,000. So you come and say ordinary is 250. You have to know that you're not looking for everyone. You're looking for just a few Ugandans that have a lot of money. So you need to be very, very, very clear about that. So if you want majority of Ugandans, you have to be as affordable as 30,000, 10,000 sometimes. That's when you will get some good money from whatever you're doing. Because that's the market. It dictates. I used to do juice production. And the market is already dictated. You can't come and make juice and make them 1,000. You remember mineral water when it was only Renzori? When it was only Renzori, it used to cost 1K, and 1K was a normal price. After sikunyora maziga lukumi. Riham ya byonona. Riham ya leta amaziga ebitano katuli akola amazi akola ga bitano. So the market has been set. Talk about Pepsi has Aquasipi at 1K, I think. Aquasipi wa Pepsi. Baina amaziga go lukumi. Never ina yona aga ebitano. You get, so it's important for you to know what the market is dictating. One thing, the challenge I find with people that try to buy and sell cars normally is that they don't really get updated on what is happening in the market, and they want things to work out. Like a guy that is working in an office, let's say in a corporate organization, you guys are used to things working out officially, like the mathematics does this, so the math is supposed to math. It's very important for you to understand. So let me go to my story. So I do remember this. No, if not on a large scale, you have to have, like any business, you have to have connections of people that are already in the market, people that know what is going on. Normally, it's tempting for you to want to drive a car while you sell it. The best approach would be, especially if you're not on a large scale, the best approach would be for you to import a car from Japan or Dubai. Make sure it's cheaper than the market price by the time it gets here. For example, if a fielder is at 40 million right now, make sure you import yours at 32, sell it at 35. You'll have the cheapest fielder in Kampala. You get it? That's the best approach to do car selling, right? But if you want to buy cars that are used in already used, it's very hard for traders to call you for a car that is a good deal. Or else you may decide to simply enter the business make a few losses along the way as you learn the way it works. And if eventually you end up learning the right way to do these things, then you can see how to make it work. Check it out. But the best approach is actually you to get a car from Japan or Dubai, import it yourself, make sure it's cheaper than your regular car. Like if a drone is at 80 million shillings in the bond, bring a drone at 50 and sell it at 60. Have the cheapest drone on the market. And yeah, that's the best approach to buying and selling cars in Kampala. Otherwise, you may make a few losses along the way. Or buy cars well knowing that yes, you may lose a few bucks along the way, but you learn. Then also learn to monitor the market. How much is this car in the market? Because even the seasonal traders, people that have been buying and selling cars for a very long time, have been making losses. Never a loss. It's part of the business. Like me, I'm in the entertainment industry. I make losses every now and then. Otherwise, Toyota Uganda, it is 0 mileage. But I can't drive to Starlet because you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. Just know as long as it's a business, sometimes you will lose, sometimes you will win. Yeah, it's important that that is clear, so that you don't start the business and expect to always make profit. Sometimes you will make a loss, a very big loss. Other times you'll make a very small loss. So always remember that. Kakati wano bitara sibi ebikola. Musirikale yakola. Yatukirizo genda. Sijja kukola mputu gwefula nti nasoma nnyo musirikale atugambye tugende. Ebitara biri ready kati lwakinze ensigala wano. Have now. Yeah. So let me tell you the story of the car we just bought. So for starters, we have bought a RAV4 short chassis, 2 doors or 3 doors because it has a boot door and these 2 other doors. So in the morning I met this gentleman. We had already talked some time back and he wanted to buy a car. So today we met and initially the goal was to buy a Vitz. The goal, okay, from what I know, yesterday this gentleman sent me pictures of a Vitz. It was a UAP and he said these guys were selling to him at 9 million. I find the 9 million to be too high, okay, for a UAP Vitz. But he said, okay, they have just put a new engine, the body has been resprayed and all. But still 9 million was too much. So we agreed that let's meet in the morning, go look at that Vitz and probably some other Vitz in the market, and then you buy. Surprising, he intends to also drive it for some time and then sell it. Okay, he intends to drive it for some time and also sell it. Exactly what you guys are talking about. Exactly what you guys want to do. And I think he made a good decision, okay? He made a good decision today. Why? I'm going to give you reasons. This gentleman is a very long dude. He's not even tall. He's long. So apparently, initially he thought he would be comfortable in a Vitz. But he says that when he sat in the Vitz, he realized it wasn't his car. He realized the Vitz wasn't his car because it was low. We found the Vitz UBA. And of course, we have a small budget. We have had a small budget, 9 to 10 million. And the Vitz, the UBA we saw was intact. The AC worked. 2 tires missed, of course. But everything else checked out. The engine was really healthy. The car handled very well the road. But, well, he sat in the Vitz. He wasn't really pleased. You get? I think that's the feeling he got. And then along the way, someone tells me about a RAV4 2002 model that's parked at someone's place. So we drive and go to that place. And yeah, I liked the RAV4. I liked it for him, the fact that he's a long dude. And the fact that personally, I know that when you buy a car and you intend to sell it, it's important that you also buy a car that is, I like the finishing of this building. It's important that you buy a car that you will also feel comfortable in. Don't you like it? Doesn't it look good? That's very good finishing. So I thought I liked it for him. I liked it for myself. I'll totally buy the RAV4. It has the same engine as the newer I normally tell you guys to buy. So I liked it for him because he's a long dude. And the fact that when you're buying a car and you expect to sell it, it's important that you don't lean too much on the side of I will sell it, I will sell it. Lean so much on the side that what if it doesn't get sold? You get? Because unless your car is parked in a bond, you're not going to have a swarm of buyers coming to see your car. You're not going to have a swarm of buyers coming to see your car. So if you're not going to be having a swarm of buyers coming to see your car, it's important that you understand that the car might take some time to be bought. So if the car is going to take some time to be bought, it's important that you lean on the side of what if they don't buy it immediately? Will I be comfortable driving this car? So that's why I like the RAV4 for this gentleman. So, but unfortunately the car did not start. I know the reason why it did not start was because it did not have fuel. But this guy, the owner of the car, refused to buy fuel. I also refused to buy fuel. So should teach him a lesson. Well, we almost bought it. The owner started at 13 million, stopped at 11 million. Now, we would have stretched our because the car was literally a very nice car. Of course, it was an UAN number plate, a little old. But for the car, the type, the RAV4, and the model of that car seemed to check out. It checked most of the boxes. So personally, I would have given him a go ahead to actually buy that car. So I'm going to be waiting for someone here. Apparently, I can't call because the very phone that I'm using for the broadcast is the phone that I have to use to call this person. So there is no way I'm going to be calling him. So I have to wait here until that person arrives at their own accord. But well, we get to have much more fun. We get to have conversations. Yeah. So the RAV4 refused to start. And along the way, this gentleman had his brokers. So what happened initially? Before we went to see... So we met at Bombo Road. Drove, went to Namugongo to see if the VITs, the UBA that I'm telling you about. And the UBA checked all the boxes apart from the budget box because our budget was a little less than what this lady wanted. So we drove and went to buy. So this gentleman had told us that their brokers he had contacted and they told him about they told him about VITs that was in Y, you see. So we say, okay, let's just go and check out the VITs there. And then there was a Primo old model which was very well priced, and we found that the Primo was bought. But I also had some reservations about the Primo because this gentleman is a young man in his 20s, and the Primo old model is a car that unless you're a trader and you have a place where you park this car and it has a swarm of buyers coming to flock on it, the Primo is a car that might take you 2 years to sell. So yeah, it's good for me that it was actually bought. So then after we went there was a VIT which was a one door. He did not like the one door VITs. I also don't like the one door VITs. So so we drove and then went to this place where the RAV4, the new model RAV4 was, and well, the RAV4 refused to start. So while we were there telling the seller of the RAV4, buy fuel for your car, because if you don't buy the car, then we will be wasting our money. If we go to every place where we go to check a car and then we buy fuel for the car, so that if someone actually refuses to buy fuel, so we left that place. This gentleman had brokers and they told him there were cars in Chibuye that he had to check on. And I told him point blank, Chibuye tewaba motoka. Imachi nje tewaba motoka. Normally I'm very honest, but then I like to satisfy someone's curiosity. I said, let's drive and go to Chibuye. And then we drove and went to Chibuye. The broker wasn't even there. The broker that was telling him about the cars in Chibuye. He came and found us, and Yeah, Dr. Jonathan did the chips byokukubolero senjane badde tuluma. So as we waited for this broker, I went and bought the chips for everyone in the car. Netubirye the chips byaffe. And so when this guy finally arrived, natwala mu kibanda, I had already told this gentleman that mu bibanda tosobola kusuubulayo mmotoka. Bana abantu already baba basuubula de mmotoka zaabwe. Tebasobola kuguza ku beeyi ya busuubuzi. He knew it. But apparently brokers normally don't really care. Brokers just want to get you to a place and find a way of getting money out of you. So we go to this place and yes, there is no car. So he tries to get us take us to other places, and I asked the friends of his that we found at that place, and the guys there literally say no. Because when someone tells me they want to buy a car and later resell, it's important for me to get them a price that is fair. And also it's important for them to get a car that can regain value. A car that can fetch him back his money and a considerable amount of profit. And the cars in matching the bonds they matching the toina moruka josobola kujjayo ngosobola gitunda 6 months from now no jamu sentezo. Is the moruka zo nazona the moment you drive it out of the bond, it has lost considerable amount of money. So while we were there, they told us of a RAV4 shot, this RAV4 shot that we have bought, and we said let's go check it out. Now by this time, this gentleman had already switched from the Vitz, from a small car, to wanting to buy something that he actually fits in, because with the RAV4 here he actually fits very well. And we went to check out the RAV4, and it was not washed, but it looks clean. When you look at it closely, it actually looks very clean. It misses 2 tires. The front tires are not don't have tread, but the rear tires are okay. The interior is clean, just not washed. The engine is superb. The gearbox is marvelous. Yeah, I'm using exaggeratory words, but but overall the car checks out. It just had something on the rear differential, that the bush, one of the bushes is broken, so he needs to repair it. So when you engage reverse, it knocks. Boop, boop. Now, you know me, when I write my agreements, they are very easy yet very harsh. So in our agreement, this gentleman is supposed to put that thing out. So because we paid some money, they agreed. I wasn't there when they agreed because I had a class today. So while this gentleman was in the bank withdrawing money around Garden City, I rushed and went to UMI. I do a class there. So I went to class and I told them to find me there. So when he came out of class, he met this gentleman. They agreed that he'll pay the 7 million now, leave the car with the seller, then come pick it on Monday when he finishes the money. So I told him, oh, it's good you guys have agreed. Now there's that thing that knocks. I want him to repair it. Now the reason why it still even knocks is because to get to that bush, you have to unscrew a lot of things. And normally, it so happens that if it's a person that is planning to sell the car, they also will not repair it. So in the agreement, I put it that if it's not repaired when we come to bring our money, he gives us back our money, all of it, and then we go look for another car. So normally my agreements are that harsh, and it's the dishonest people never sign on my agreements. So of course, even the transfer will be done after that. And also my agreements always state that if the transfer process is halted by anything other than the buyers themselves, then the seller has to return all the money that they have paid. Why I put that agreement, that clause in agreements, is because I want, first of all, to eliminate brokers. I make sure that there are no brokers in the deal. If a person, for example, sells you a car and he gives money to brokers, there is no way they're going to sign an agreement that says that in case there is incompetence, they will return all the money because they gave away the money, part of the money there and then. So that's all signing an agreement. If you transfer with Bigana, I could do the sentence now. You get, and now it has happened, I think, twice where a person read the agreement and they refuse to sign it because they say in the cutting but there's a cent in the biaji, because they know they have given away all the money. So there's a time that it happened, and the gentleman actually renegotiated, najja musende zaba broker ne tudamu ne tusaine tuwandike endagaano endala and he signed that now I can actually refund. And then there is a time, because that guy had a lot of brokers, he refused, and we made sure that we got transfer forms that very day. So we actually made the phone calls ourselves and got the transfer forms that very day. So that's the story. We have bought a RAV4 short. We have paid part of the money. Of course, the buyer and seller agreed that the buyer can come for the car on Monday, which is playing in his part, because now he gets to actually to let the buyer repair that thing that knocks. He doesn't invest. That's the only thing that wasn't working out for me with that car, but everything else checked out. It's a very nice car, especially for if you want, if you're a single person, or if you're like a family of mine, me and my wife. I sit here, my wife sits here, my 2 boys sit in the back. Even if we have a maid, the maid can also sit behind there. So the RAV4 short is a compact SUV. Of course, it has the same engine as the RAV4 long, the one that has 4 doors, but it's a very good, very nice SUV for a small family. Maintenance is literally the same. It's also 4-wheel drive, but it has buttons. It's not 4-wheel drive full time. It's a front wheel drive. So the only thing that I found personally is I found that it kind of consumes more than the Corolla. I'm totally used to the Corolla, but I think I liked the car for madam. Madam RAV4 short. Yeah, but I hope you guys are doing well. That's the story of the RAV4 we bought today. Now, in regards to how much this gentleman paid, the guys that want me to help them do pre-purchase inspection, and then charging car for pre-purchase inspection between now and December 31st. You pay 400,000. I come with a mechanic. We'll help you choose the right car for you. We'll help you choose a car that is good condition. We make sure that you get a good deal. We make sure you're not ripped off. Yeah, agreement to cause car with hand. Agreement is agreement is a chip. But anyway, I do pre-purchase inspection. I sell car trackers. If you have a car, your car is your asset. Buy a truck and put it there so that you can see your car in real time, regardless of where it is. Turn off the engine, have the ability to turn off the engine. Yeah, so today I do pre-purchase inspection. I'm happy because it's one of my longest surviving followers. I follow Kuva a very long time ago. Now I'm not at liberty to so kujanga zene Europa one. We have been in touch for some time. Got to get back and forth. Yeah, so now my business about Nagura Moroka, I can come and help you do pre-purchase inspection, round off your cars. And then we make a decision together. And then as well, I can help you. We make a few phone calls. Majority of the time you realize I don't really make the phone calls because my goal is actually be as neutral as possible. I'm going to be your guardian angel to make sure you're not ripped off. So that's my role in that entire process. So that's how we bought the RAV4. It's a very banang. Onomami aguzera RAV4 middo atademo music inga corner. The radio is Bluetooth enabled, and then he was listening to his music. Musajja mutora badda kuba music wabatoro. Gamunyumirwa. Yeah, but anyway, for the guys that want to buy and sell cars, it's a very lucrative business. But if you're the kind of person that is busy with other things, I would want to tell you that buying a new car from Japan would do better. Make sure you buy a new car, buy it at a very cheaper price than the market price. Come bring it here, then have the cheapest car on the market. If, for example, a Rumion is at 30 million in the bond, make sure when you get it to Kampala, it costs you about 23, 24. So that as those guys are buying 30, 28, you're selling 26 UBP or Kanamba. Out there, you'll be buying and selling like nothing. That's what I would advise you to do. In 3 months, I don't know if there will not be a price depreciation. For example, a person that bought a Rumion 3 months ago, yajigura bay, make it a good day. So you need to be also very careful and see projections and prices. And because there is no system that tells you that now the cars are going to be at this price, the cars are going to cost this much, it's kind of tricky for you to know. Chabora okutwala kabantu kintu nachozi senganze natuse day one. nekati amalidde obudde wano. But the business of selling cars and buying and selling cars would work for a person like me who is self-employed. But when I have a place where I can park those cars, I can buy like 2 or 3 cars, park it in that place, and then have people come and buy them. It works, but majority of the people that I've seen that have succeeded with this business are people that do it full time. If you're going to be doing it as a side hustle, it might give you some trouble. So it's important that you know how these things work. Yeah, so that's the story. I have to go see my sons. Abba ni mulwadde so njagala ngende mulabeko ndabe bwali nzanyemu kone batabani bange. Today is weekend. Oboye natandika okusoma, it's very tasking. I have to go to class every Saturday, and Saturday used to be my day. I used to go to gym. So enkya ngenda kujjako n'essimu nsobola okukola ku byange. I want to work on myself. Enyama yange yonna egenze, ndi mutondo kati mukama katonda nsajja yalina body nga nti. But I hope you guys are doing well. You can ask me questions nga sinabasiibula because ngenda basiibula definitely. Tomorrow we have a broadcast at 5:15 p.m. Tewerabira. Tomorrow. I have a very hot topic that I want us to talk about. But as we do whatever we do, let's pray for the people of either Israel or Palestine, whichever side you're on. I'm praying for the people of Palestine. When you read about the things that are happening in Palestine right now, you realize that actually the Israelis are not very good people. What they have been doing to these guys, do you know what it means for you to be engulfed in a place? Like if Kenya took over and then they drew they built a fence around Uganda and they said you cannot get out of here unless I say so. This food should not come into your country, and they say you guys don't deserve to have drinking water, or you'll get 1 liter of water a day. It would be a very bad thing, huh? And that's exactly what is happening in Palestine according to the things that I've read. It's not a very, very good thing, and I don't think that God would want the Israelis to treat Palestinians this way. I don't think he would actually want that. So I'm praying for the Palestinians. I know they're going through a rough time. Mumbuze ebibuuzo bannange nga bwe mbasiibula. Bale sagala kulinda nze bantu, sagala kulinda bantu. You can ask me your questions, car related questions though. Marketing questions are asked on Tuesday. I also gave you a challenge, by the way. The Christmas in my car challenge is still going on. If you have a Toyota car that is petrol, give it to me. I'll repair it for you and give it back to you when it's in perfect condition. If it's not in perfect condition, don't pay. That's my guarantee. Everyone should eat Christmas in their car this year. It's a campaign we have called Christmas in My Car campaign. Christmas in My Car campaign. Christmas in My Car campaign. Temwerabira today evening banang. Ono omuntu andwisa nyina okulaba cafe. Bana abantu bankasoma amanya mbasibule nkufira ono omuntu bwabanga tajja ngende. I have to be ready for the cafe. Temwerabira guys. My show the cafe is showing tonight on Pearl Magic Loco, channel 302 on GoTV, channel 142 on DSTV. Tonight 8 p.m. Eyo show yange boya ne team yange twagikorako for close to 2 years, so it will do us very well if you guys take the time to actually watch our show and give us feedback as well. Joshua Mujunansi Mutumba Pade, Antonio Nimba Services, Jombwe Juma, 25th December, Gaetano Bika, Chuyu Virgo, 25th December, Opolot Job, Dawood Mununule, Chinji Hakim, Opolot Job, Jombwe Juma, Yusuf Suleiman, yes, Dawood Mununule. Yeah, thank you very much. I don't take it for granted. Please share my channel with whoever you can share it with. I'm sure there's information here that can be useful to them, especially if they want to buy, they love cars, or they plan to buy a car anytime soon, or if they plan to probably to get a newer car, budget upgrade. Yeah, so share my channel with guys, encourage them to subscribe. Let's hit a 10k mark at least. Tutandikira ebiddako tubirabe. So if you have not subscribed and you're watching the live broadcast, please go back and subscribe. Tomorrow I'll have a live broadcast at 5:15 p.m. and yeah, you can ask questions basically in every broadcast, but Friday is the day that is dedicated for questions, and then Tuesday is a day that is dedicated for marketing. I teach you guys about marketing. I'm a professional marketer. Very soon I'm going to be a certified marketer globally. Nga bwengenda ensi yonna yonna gyendagamu bye binsomesa ngensi yonna yonna gyendagamu bantu ndaba Mr. Marketer. Of course I'm already efficient. So Tuesday I be teaching you. You can ask me marketing questions. Bid demo. May God bless you guys. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Ciao.